A big warm hello again today for our presentation on the sales rep solution. A big hi to the sales team, the sales reps, and to Ferris Brothers, our trusted partner. My name is Philip, Sales Relationship Success Manager with Acume, and I'm going to be guiding you through the sales rep solution today. For sales rep solution, of course, it's important to go first over the main page. Then here on the left side, I'll click on the dealer, the order writing, of course, the CRM part, which is a very amazing tool I will go over, show you the products, how to extract reports, and of course, last but not least, if you have a request or question, how to submit a ticket and ask for help desk. So here we start with the main page. Here on the main page, you will always see your dashboard where you see your total sales, the total orders, opportunities, opportunity amount, and of course your top dealers with their IDs, the order numbers, products, total amounts, your top products on SKU, on name. The board is adjustable, as you can see here, very user friendly. Then here we have our top brands, and here on live that you can always find and adjust the timeline that you want. You can have yesterday or the last 7 days, or maybe a custom range. Here on the this will be interesting. I'm going to be going down further in the video on this part. This is the CRM part. Here will your opportunities be and your activities and recent tasks. So your opportunities, activities, tasks will be your Bible and your core of how you follow up on your tasks, your activities, your projects, any prospects that you have, or any sales that you need to do. So this will be visible here. Also as a statistic dashboard and an overview. Then last but not least, we have our sales statistics. Of course, here you can follow from month to month. Here we have a yearly basis where, of course, your sales stands. So by hovering over the status, you will always see a summary of the amounts, and you can zoom in and look further and deeper on how it stands and zoom out. So a little adjustable board here as well. So that was the main dashboard, the homepage. But let us now dive in deeper into functionalities. On dealer environment, I click dealer on the left side. Here I have an overview of all my dealers, right? So the dealer account, the ID number, the name, the state, the city, the address. Here I have an overview. I can always search for a dealer on either ID or on name, for example, 6184. As you can see here, I click search. And the sales rep prompts it to me out, so I have it in the overview here. Now, what if I want to write an order? For this, I will, of course, enter write an order. Here I have my full product catalog visible, but what it's in stock, what is the purchase, the UPCs, the SKUs, and of course the descriptions and the quantity. So here, this is a main board, a very main tool where on base of SKU, UPC, name, or brand, I can search for the product. For example, we do SKU number KSA035. We enter it here and click search, and it appears. Now you can always search also on category, for example, fishing, hunting, or marine. Today we are looking for fishing, and here you have all your Ferris fishing products. And of course, we can select main or direct ship. We can either go main or direct ship, which is more specific, and drop shipping orders and catalog. So here I can adjust the quantity. I'll select one. Then as you can see here, the page loads, my price comes up, I click checkout. And here I can always double check if everything is right, have the delivery method double checked, here adjust if anything needed, and then finish the order by clicking here. So this is the order writing process. Now going back to the dealer environment. Just click back, you can always return to the previous page. And here, as you can see, you can exit the dealer environment. So here I'm on my dealer page. See, also as a dealer, I can always see an overview. My recent orders, so the order I just did, will always appear here under my recent. Here I can also attach an opportunity to it or an activity and add a task. So same as you just saw on the dashboard, also here under your dealer environment, they'll have visibility on the opportunities, tasks, and activities, and the recent order overview. Now I'm going to exit the dealer environment. Now we went over the home dashboard, the dealers, and the order process. Now let me show you the CRM. Under CRM, we have three things: opportunities, activities, tasks. First thing is opportunities. What are opportunities? Opportunities are prospects or chances that you have. For example, there is a new dealer or a new product out, or we have a new customer. Then we can create an opportunity. That is here. You can select the dealer, for example, here. Then add the name, prospect one, add a little description, and add the opportunity. As you can see, it appears here on the first pipeline. Now these pipelines are going to go through. Here you can attach the product that you would like to have it attached to, the amount, and put a reminder date for yourself. How are you going to follow up? Of course, the activities will, and the opportunities follow day by day, or maybe every 2 days, or another time span. With this, you get notified in the system, and you will keep track of the pipeline. Here you can add your comments. You can even attach a file. So for today's purpose, we'll name one, and the reminder date will be put on tomorrow. As you can see here, I'm moving now the opportunity to the next pipeline. That means tomorrow I have to follow up with this opportunity attached to that dealer on that prospect on the description name. Now we have, of course, here now also an edit button. So any board, so now we have an opportunity board we want to create. For example, we want opportunities for project A. So let us first create opportunity board. I create new board, opportunity board A. Add the board. As soon as the system will load, and now under opportunities, a new board will appear. So I can always edit and rearrange or rename that board. I can also add an extra tab. Extra tab is an extra pipe in the pipeline. So for example, I want to have a call added. Here I will add the tab. As you see, a new tab appears as I scroll down, but I want to rearrange it. So with edit, we can always rearrange the tabs. I want to do my call after my follow-up. Then click yes, and the tabs are rearranged. Very easy, very user-friendly. Always with more, you can export any data, any reports. So with edit, you can rename your board or rearrange the tabs. And under create, create new opportunity, create new tab, or create a new board. Now let us have a look at activities. Activities follow kind of the same logic, but a bit different. Just click new activity here, select your dealer, ID 15867. We log activity. Activity is important. What is the difference between activity and opportunity? Activity is basically you attach it to your opportunity. So the prospect you're dealing with, for example, Uni project, or you're dealing with a current customer or a current product, you want to log an email, do a follow-up, or maybe it's related to a trade show or there's an issue. An activity basically keeps track because on a daily basis you can have 8 or 10 activities and the human mind can only process so much. So with this helps you just to prompt you on any activity, and it will remind you with due dates when you need to follow up on it. So for today, we'll log an email. I need to send an email tomorrow. So for example, email to my dealer. Then I'll type the activity, a bit of description there. I can always add a sub-activity there. If there's a subcategorization connected to the email, click add, and then set a reminder for tomorrow. Then click save, and the activity saves. Now it's saved in here, as you can see, activity with reminder, and it will always be stated here as an overview. I can always export my data again, and that activity is attached. And as we just saw earlier on my dashboard and on the dealers, that activity under that dealer will always be in an overview, corrected, and always standing in your SRS. Your SRS is your helping tool that always gives you an overview and oversight of any opportunity, activity, or task that you have. Now let us continue to tasks. Tasks are more bigger things compared to opportunity and to activity. For example, a task can be recording a video, or we need to show a product, or we need to prepare a product, or prepare an agreement, or we need to maybe prepare a project. So for tasks, first thing is, of course, create a board. You create a task board, project 1. And this can overspan 2 weeks or a month, usually a longer timeline than an activity, of course, which is shorter, or an opportunity, which is quicker on the do. So here we have a pipeline system as well. We created a board, project 1. Under this board, project 1, I will create now a new task, which is I need to follow up on emails for email list for the project, for example. And then I can add a description on that, which customer it relates to. I can, of course, also which dealer, and then, of course, add a due date, which will lie somewhere in the future, end of the month. Add a comment. Again, here you can add a file, and then just click out, and it saves as an ID number. Now, that ID number follows you through as a task ID number 56. So this task sits in your CRM and in your SRS, always as a task that will remind it here under notification for you to see what main tasks are priority or are not. You can even create a board that's called priority. Now, as we saw, you can also create a new tab. For example, instead of follow up, I want to create a follow up to, maybe with separate dates, or it's related to a separate sub project. Here I have follow up to. Again, with edit, I can rearrange tabs. So I can do follow up to after follow up one, click yes, and then guide it through the pipelines. Now I'm going to show you, for example, here I had follow up to. We followed the pipeline here, and the task was done and it's finished. So when the task gets finished, you scroll it to done. And then here, always on the left side, it appears as done in your overview. And now that was the task, activities, and opportunities. Let me now show you our products. We also have a separate products tab here. So always, if you need to search for products, there's a separate search here. Of course, we saw on the order writing, it is there as well. But here, the same system with SKUs, UPCs, names and brands, where you can search for under main or direct ship. And always, if you need a report, you can extract it here. You can do a lifetime report or on yesterday or any time span again. And you can extract the report on opportunities, on orders, products from main or from the direct ship website. And just click generate report. Now, if you still need help or are unclear, or you have a request or an issue, we do prompt you and urge you to please use the help desk. For that, go to help desk here. I'm going to show you how to submit a ticket. Here on the ticket, you'll always see which tickets to handle, which are open, which are pending, or which are resolved. So by clicking new tickets, you add your subject. For example, project 1 has an issue with something. We click project 1 issue. You here type what the issue is about. Of course, prompt the team, then click submit. Once you click submit, you get prompted into the menu. And here it will be visible as an open pending task. For the team will resolve within 48 hours and will come back to you in a very fast pace. So of course, we're always happy to support and always happy to help. And if you of course need further guidance or have a look back at this video, please do click support button to have a look back at our videos under our academy. Now, let's go back to home. So as we saw, we had a great, lovely presentation today on the Sales Rep Solution, a fantastic tool that will help you to increase your sales and improve your results. Of course, we look forward to seeing you in our next instruction and wishing you a great day.